everybody, welcome back to the channel. Got some interesting rocks for cutting today. I'm going to set these down, they're a little heavy. Let's walk through them real quick. First up, so this guy looks like he's got some color, at least on the outside edge of the agate. A little bit of banding showing here. But it looks like this piece on the bottom is a piece of rhyolite or host rock. So this is a piece that's weathered out. It's got host rock on either side of it. But it looks like a really pretty agate inside of it. I don't know how thin or thick it's going to be. Alright, next piece. This looks like a piece of jasper or a moss agate, but it looks pretty solid. So I'm going to cut it in half and see if it's worth slabbing up later. And this looks like a piece of really good moss agate. Kind of a blue-gray. Looks like it might be solid. If it is, maybe I can get a slab or two off of that. Alright, then I got this big old piece here. So, this is a broken nodule of sorts. Possibly a limb cast, can't tell for sure. Backside here, it's got a lot of grime on it. Can't really tell what's going on inside of that one. But this side, I can see some of the banded agate showing through. So, a lot of fractures in this one. Don't know how deep they run or if they're healed. These look like they're probably really old and healed. So I want to try to cut that one down the middle and see if there's any good banding in it. With those fractures, it'll probably just end up being a good display piece. Specimen. Alright, next up we got a piece of, looks like a piece of moss agate, maybe plume. Good color. See if we can't get a good cut on that one, see if it's worth cutting further. Alright, then I got this piece of banded agate. It's got a window here. It's broken around that edge. And then it's also broken down through here with a window. Difficult one to figure out how to cut. Looks like I might have a fracture here. Although that looks surface only. So I might try to cut him, even though I'll get it through a little bit of that broken piece here, around this way, parallel to that. Alright, this looks like a nice piece of saginite, like an agate with saginite sprays in it. Can't tell if it'll have any color, but I'm hoping it's purple or purple and red. Alright, this looks like a moss agate with some banded agate running through it, but you never know. That might be the only piece of banded agate in this piece. A little bit of quartz here. Runs at least that deep. And this looks pretty cool here. These colors are showing pretty good. So this could be a plume. All right, we'll cut it in half and see. All right, last up. This is a nice weathered piece. Looks like it's a chunk of banded agate. But yeah, I'm hoping this is solid without a lot of fractures. It's weathered enough that I can't really tell how to cut it. I think this is the husk here, and this is a window. At least it's got some windows through it. This looks like husk here and here. This looks like a window here. So, how do you cut something like this? Could possibly try to cut it down that spine. Parallel to that. And that. I don't know. I'll figure it out when I get it on the saw. But that could be a nice piece. Alright, these are some pretty big ones. This could take me a while to cut. So let me get started. Get these on the saw and get them cut, and I'll be right back. Alright, everybody, back from the saw. Let's start with this large one. Let's see what we had. Alright. Well, it had banding in it, that's for sure. Along with a quartz center. Now it looked like it had broken up at one point and got pieces of stuff in it when it finished cooking, if you will. So that's different looking. It's like brecciated banded agate in quartz. At least I think that's quartz. It's a big rock. It's really cool looking. I bet it would look nice polished. All right. Next up, what do we got here? All right, some kind of a jasper or moss agate or something. Got a little bit of banding in here. Huh, it's different. I don't know, maybe this is a plume or something. It's got some kind of, maybe saginite, or I can't really tell. Something going on down in that corner. Oh, that's pretty cool looking. I bet that looked nice polished. Could even get a slab off of this. Well, with a bigger saw. Very nice. Alright, next up is this little white saginite. I was hoping it'd be purple and or red on the inside, but just white. Definitely a saginite though. Got one little fracture. Actually, it's not a fracture, it's just from the saw blade. That's a fracture. Well, it's got a cool formation, that's for sure. Nice saginite sprays in there, going all sorts of different directions. No pits or anything. So I could always slab that and make some pretty cool white saginite cabs. Nice. Very nice. Okay, next up, we got this moss looking agate. Let's see if it's as cool on the inside. Wow, that is really nice. I don't see any pits or anything. Pretty solid. That is a really cool moss agate. Okay, I do have a fracture right here. Don't know if that's healed, but the stone's big enough I could work around that. Definitely gonna have to slab this at some point. And this side is just as nice. Very cool. All right, next up, got some red and white showing on this one. Let's see what it looks like on the inside. All right, kind of a moss or a plume agate with the red and the kind of a blue-gray whitish color for our background. Got some black down here. It's got some fractures, but they look like they're healed. That one's not. The rest of them appear to be. Again, you get that bad fracture and the rest look healed. All right, could definitely do something with that. All right. Next up, what was in this one? Ooh. Okay, looks like it's got some plume. Well, I'm sorry, moss type inclusions, along with some mixed in banded agate. So that's a pretty nice looking plume, or I keep saying plume. It's a pretty nice looking moss. I think that's definitely worth slabbing at some point. Could get some really cool cabs out of that. This side is just as nice. Very cool. All right. 3 left. Okay, so these are the ones that were kind of like banded agates. Let's see how they came out. So definitely gonna be a banded agate. And it's got some healed fractures and a really nice pattern. A little bit of quartz. That's pretty nice looking. That make a nice specimen. That's super cool. Very nice. All right. All right, so do a fracture. And then this is the, you can see some pitting in between the agate and the host rock. And it kind of pushes up into the banded agate with a red band. That's really nice looking. It's got some weird stuff going on in the back. Well, I think that would make a super nice specimen piece. Same with this half, it's even nicer. All right, very cool. All right, last up. So this one, usually I sew the broken ones first, but this was a really nice agate. I just wish it hadn't had a fracture in it. So yeah, I mean, it turns out this was just a super weathered banded agate. If you look here, you can tell that fractured, been in it for quite some time, had dirt setting in. Could probably dome polish that nicely. Throw that in the tumbler. And then this side held together. Could definitely face polish that. But yeah, that is really cool. Alright, well, this is the last stone in the video. So hit the like or the dislike, depending on how you like the video. Drop me a comment and let me know what you liked or didn't like. And if you haven't already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. Alright, well, thanks. And have a nice day. We'll see you on the next video. Bye.